All right, let's dive in. Today, we are exploring an idea so powerful it could literally change how you see, well, everything. And it all starts with one simple, everyday word: reflection. We usually think of reflection as just looking back, right? Maybe cringing at a few mistakes. But what if that's not the real point? What if it's actually something active, something powerful, and maybe the most important tool you have for your future?
So check this out. This is a total shift in perspective. The way we normally see it, reflection is this passive thing we do, focusing on what went wrong. But the whole idea here is to flip that script completely. Reflection isn't about dwelling on the past. It's a creative action for literally building the future you want and activating the potential you already have.
So why is this change in thinking so important? Well, because the stakes are, frankly, a lot higher than you might think.
Okay, that's a pretty intense statement, right? The idea here is that our thoughts aren't always 100% our own. The source material talks about these unseen negative spiritual influences, basically outside forces or thought patterns that can nudge our actions without us even realizing it. It's like we might be acting out a script that we never even wrote.
And this is where reflection becomes so much more than just self-help. It's presented as a tool for spiritual freedom. See, these outside influences can make our minds cloudy, making us lose our way. But true, deep reflection, that's how you cut the strings. It's how you clear your mind and reclaim your own life. This reframes our personal struggles, doesn't it? They might not just be flaws, they could be external things we can actually disconnect from.
So how in the world do you start cutting those strings? The great news is, you don't need some super complicated system. The starting point we're given is ancient, it's elegant, and it's so simple. We get introduced to this practice called the Three Righteous Paths of Ramu. And get this, it was supposedly taught on the continent of Mu over 16,000 years ago. So yeah, this is not some new trend, it's a foundational, time-tested way to keep yourself centered and clear.
And here it is. It's just 3 questions you ask yourself. First, did I give love to others today? Simple, but fundamental. Second, did I harmonize my mind? Basically, was my head clear enough to connect with my own intuition, or what the text calls guardian spirits? And third, did I learn something? Was today wasted, or did I grow? Just this simple, daily check-in is the very first step toward taking back the controls. Now, once you get that daily practice down, reflection can go a whole lot deeper. This is where we get into a more advanced framework for enlightenment called the Eightfold Path. We're just going to look at 3 really powerful examples from it. First up is right view. This isn't just about seeing things clearly, it's about seeing them correctly. It's a challenge to look past all the surface-level stuff, their clothes, their job, what they post online, and to genuinely try to see the inner light, the core of divinity that this teaching says exists inside of every single person. Then there's right speech. And oh man, this is so much bigger than just don't lie. It's about using all of your communication, the words you say, the emails you write, even the expression on your face, to transmit truth and to spark something good in other people. The goal isn't just to do no harm, but to actively ignite a light in someone's heart. Okay, this one is pretty profound. Right livelihood here isn't about what job you have. It's about your relationship with time itself. The idea is to stop measuring your life in hours and minutes and start measuring it by moments of what's called absolute time. Those moments when you are totally present, totally aware, and connected to a deeper truth. You know that feeling? An hour of deep focused work versus a whole day of being distracted. That 1 hour in an awakened state is worth more than 1,000 hours lived on autopilot. So, we're cutting the puppet strings, we're doing our daily reflection, we're deepening our practice. But what's it all for? What's the end game? Well, that brings us to the ultimate discovery this whole process is leading to. Now, this is a really critical distinction. A lot of spiritual paths see divinity as something outside of us, right? Something you pray to for help. But this teaching offers a totally different angle. Reflection isn't about asking for light from some external source. It's the process of realizing that the light, the source of divinity, the Buddha nature, is already inside you, just waiting to be uncovered. And this quote just lays it all out there. It's a pretty radical statement about human potential. In this view, we're not broken people waiting for someone to come save us. We are incredibly powerful beings who just need to remember where our own light switch is. And apparently, this isn't just a nice metaphor. The text says there's a tangible result. When you take reflection all the way, when your mind becomes totally transparent, a perceptible energy, a powerful golden light or aura,
actually starts to radiate from you. You become a light in the world, not by borrowing it, but by generating your own.
So, all of this brings us to one final, absolutely essential takeaway.
At the end of the day, reflection is the bridge. It's the practical, hands-on tool that connects your everyday physical self to that incredible inner light we've been talking about. It's how you learn to live from that deeper, more real place, right here, right now.
And there you have it. That's about as definitive as it gets. According to this teaching, reflection isn't just one option among many. It is the essential gate. The journey to real awakening, to what we call enlightenment, is impossible without it.
So as we wrap this up, the question isn't whether or not you have this light inside you. The teaching is very clear. You do. The only question that really matters is the one right here.